Uber Eats Raptors Central. No matter what you're craving, Uber Eats has a great selection of your favorite restaurants. Tonight, I'll be eating Uber Eats.
So how much damage could Kyle Lowry do tonight? These are some other Raptors who have come back, and this is their performance on that first game back. Emotions are always so high, of course. And Kyle Lowry talked about how he knows Nick Nurse will have a few things up his sleeve when it comes to trying to get those schemes going against him, so he doesn't expect too much to get off.
Nick gonna let me score tonight. Man, listen, has anybody that Nick played here that's come back had a good game? Exactly. So I know Nick is not going to let me have one of my nights. So, but we're going to see what happens.
Hope to God we ruin his night. I mean, we love him. There's no doubt about that. But, you know, my job is to kick his ass. So we'll see what happens.
All right, so we've talked about this a little bit before, that Kyle's not exactly Mr. Box Score. His intangibles, his intensity, there's so much more to the kind of player he is. But when you have a scope of work that spans 9 years, there's a lot to work with. So our Blake Murphy has a By the Numbers GROAT edition where he shows you just how elite he is.
There's little doubt in my mind that Kyle Lowry is the greatest Raptor of all time. Now, I'm a numbers guy, and there isn't one number that makes that case on its own. But we have a wealth of smaller numbers that show just how special Lowry was to the Raptors. Lowry has put up numbers no Toronto guard ever has. In fact, he's put up numbers that very few guards in the entire NBA have. Since Lowry became a Raptor, that's 9 seasons, he ranks in the top 10 among point guards in points, rebounds, assists, steals, minutes, and threes. There are very few things he doesn't rank in the top 10 on. That table shows the top seasons during Lowry's Raptors tenure in terms of 5-year regularized adjusted plus minus. You don't need to know what that means other than that it takes a large sample, controls for a lot of factors, and tells you who's having the biggest impact on a per possession basis for their team. Lowry's peak is right up there with the very best in the NBA. Did Patrick Patterson's name stand out to you on that list? Good. He probably doesn't belong with those other names, but he does help us highlight one of the most important things about Kyle Lowry's impact on the Raptors, his ability to make those around him better. Lowry shared the floor with 77 different Raptors over his 9 seasons. Looking at regular season and playoffs, the average player saw a 2.2 percentage point increase in their true shooting percentage when they were on the floor with Lowry versus when Lowry wasn't on the floor. You've played pickup before. You know what a pass at your ankles feels like compared to a pass right in the shooting pocket. You know what it's like to have a guy pick you up defensively beside you when you make a mistake and a guy who's not there. That is exemplified all through Lowry's impact stats, including a whopping 5.5 points per 100 possessions better for an average teammate when he was on the court with Lowry. Lowry's greatest trick was his ability to pull just a little bit extra out of everyone he played with. Actually, that's a lie. Lowry's greatest trick is his ability to draw charges and other offensive fouls. Lowry drew 452 charges or other offensive fouls during the regular season as a Raptor. That's 13% more than the next highest player, Ersan Ilyasova. So when you see Lowry slide in to take a charge on a drive, yeah, that's going to bring back some memories because nobody did it quite like or quite as much as Lowry. Whether it's counting stats, advanced metrics, or the number of teammates Lowry helped get paid, there's little denying the impact he had as a Raptor.
And boom, he's here. Blake Murphy, Will Lou joining me now because I couldn't think of 2 better dudes to help me reflect on Kyle Lowry's career, his many memorable moments. In fact, we just really don't have enough time to go over all of them, fellas, so we brought it down to just 7. It feels fitting, and we'll take a look at those and see what you guys got to say about it, because I know you've both reflected on many of them. And Blake, we're going to start with a career high for Kyle. 43 points against Cleveland, and I'm pretty sure that Dellavedova still has nightmares on this assignment.
Yes, absolutely he does. And the one-on-one with Dellavedova isn't the highlight here. This was such a, hey, the Raptors are here moment. It was their 3rd time back in the playoffs eventually, but this was the big one, national TV against the would-be favorites, and Kyle Lowry shows that, hey, he can hang with the very best of them. He can lead the Raptors to a win.
I remember this one, Will, crystal clear, because they were stuck 30 with 3 left, and I was asking my husband about dinner because I thought this was over.
Yeah, that's the most impressive part is he only had a quarter and a little bit to make up 30 points. And you see that at the end there, the assist to Chris Boucher. Everyone thought Lowry was going to shoot. He set up his teammate for the win.
All right, 6-time All-Star, and in 2020, Will, if you thought he was going to take a night off, you don't know Kyle.
Yeah, well, this is one of the greatest All-Star games, just period, because of how competitive it was. And you saw him taking the charge on Harden. The best part was him taking the charge on Kawhi, though, former teammate.
All right, 2016 East semis. Blake, what do you remember here? The Hail Mary, pretty sweet.
It's huge. It's huge. And they went on to lose that game, if I remember correctly. But then in Game 7, he has this monster 35-point performance as they put Miami away. I mentioned earlier that Cleveland game is, hey, we're here. And this is this series for Kyle Lowry was, hey, I'm a star. Stop talking about this as a team thing. I'm Kyle Lowry.
Right? All right, and in the bubble, I'd like to forget, except this moment made up for it, Will, because that pass over Taco Fall. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was a genius move because there was no first row seat, so he had more room to throw that pass. This whole series is a masterpiece for Kyle. It was really just, he carried them. And then this shot over Kemba, his signature turnaround jumper, incredible move from Kyle Lowry. 53 minutes played, by the way, in that game.
And that little swim move, kind of dug that too. All right, championship moments, Blake.
Yeah, big time. And Will, you just saw in that Celtics thing some of the ways that Lowry finds little edges no one else will. My favorite thing about this, when he comes up with the steal, and then it's not the pass to Kawhi, it's the little grab on Giannis to make sure Giannis can't defend it effectively.
And from one Game 6 to the last Game 6, Will, Kyle setting the tone.
Everyone knows this one. First 11 points of the game, that shot in the fourth quarter, catching the ball, just a beautiful moment. So happy for him, and he's the first ever Raptors player to lift a Larry O'Brien trophy. It's such a beautiful thing, just even looking back at it now.
I gotta tell you guys, my favorite memory of that one is Will Lou grabbing me on press row and giving me a hug. It sounds like behind us, Kyle's out here too.
No, I'm a professional, come on.
Yeah, hold it together, fellas. It's hard not to, though. We're just overcome with emotion. So many amazing moments. And to be honest, some of my favorites were actually off-court stuff, the antics that Kyle was up to, especially anything with DeMar DeRozan. Give me all of those moments. All right, we've got lots more of the Groats comeback, the celebration here in Scotiabank Arena, including a special words by Grange. I'm sure Michael Grange has plenty to say. Plus, Alvin Williams is going to chat with Kyle. And like I said, there was ribbing, some joking, light back and forth. I'm sure we'll see more of that.